Welcome. I am the immortal Biggie Shack. This is today's episodical talking about the comic book community, friends and foes, and the comic book awards, community awards. And like I said before, the reason I'm doing this is because it's a lot more cheaper than counseling. So here I am, and here we are. Thank you for joining me. Uh, I've been trying to think of cool titles for my YouTube videos. I've been checking out my analytics. Not a lot of people watch me, but I've seen other channels that people watch. They also watch mine, and I feel like this is a good topic. You know what I'm saying? Are people in the comic book community your friends, or are they your foes? Yo, Comic Shop Reality, appreciate you, man. Keeps and drinks. Day one, brotherless Crucis. Good to see y'all. So, our comic book community, friends or foes, I tell you, man, about 80 to 90% of motherfuckers is just your friend. Or don't be fooled and think people are your friends a lot of the time, because give them an opportunity to say something nice about you, or to actually promote you, or to actually go out of their way and say something cool. And I'm not just talking like uh, a gift or a shallow thing, like behind scenes kind of deal. And then let me know, because you can think you have friends that have been around you for years or months or weeks or days, and they may not be your friends. Okay, this might seem like a uber sensitive topic to some people. I just like to give out info that might save some people some heartache or some hard times in the future. So what I'm trying to express to you is comic book collectors or people in opinion. A lot of them are, it's like a trendy popular opinion poll. So it doesn't matter who's right or who's wrong. It don't matter who's right or who's wrong. It could be completely right and completely wrong. But if a certain people has the popular opinion, then people are going to take that opinion and go with it. You could be right than a motherfucker. You could be right to a motherfucker until someone else experiences what you've been through and sees it forehand in front of them. They're not going to support. They may even know you're right. They may even know you're right and still go with the popular opinion and the people that are easier not to go against the grain with. So I try to put myself in the perspective of uh, easier to be honest with. So I feel like people feel like it's easier to be honest with me because I have opinions that are easily not. Usually, if I hear a lot of people saying something's good, it makes me start thinking. Or if I hear a lot of people saying something's bad, it makes me think that it's probably good. So I'll take the opposite opinion of popular opinion a lot, just because I don't agree with a lot of motherfuckers. Right? The last Thor movie, best phase 4. I haven't seen Black Panther yet, but I liked it. And the more I like it, and the more people hate it, the more I fucking like it. So, what up, Common Journey? Good to see you. So, yeah, just wanted to get that out there. Now, I have had great experiences uh, with people in the comic book community. I'm not saying people are bad. This isn't a negative kind of conversation. This is just to give ideas out so we could each speak about things, speak our minds. Like I was saying, popular opinion sways people to say things they may not feel are right or not may not know enough about. They just know enough to hear a motherfucker say it and then just repeat it and regurgitate it because that's how it is. Uh, a lot of people that do these comic book reviews or read a series, they'll get through the first issue and they're like, oh, already got it figured out. It's garbage. A lot of good series, if every fucking book was good, then we would be bitching about that. So people just ain't fucking ever fucking happy a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's something that helps them out. If they feel like it could help them, just like people think that they can, if you could help them and shit, then people start getting more support. So just looking for some music real quick. We're gonna get into the words in a minute, and shout outs to Brian from what the hell's this shit? LCS, Brian LCS. I like Brian. I think he's a good guy. I think that he tried to do this as ethical and as correct as he could. He even waited 6 months in between the fucking voting and all this types of shit. Everything. Now, the first one was a little bit of a blunder because it was just kind of rushed in. And the second one, hey, there's air and opportunity for everybody to get in. You know what I'm saying? It's just a coincidence that it seems like it's a small pool of the community. So I still don't feel like it's a big enough platform to do this on because you have a lot of the same channels and a lot of same personalities getting brought. I'm not saying I should be in it. I'm not that popular. I don't think I deserve an award from any fucking body. But from an outsider looking in, I see other people in there that I would put in that same situation. So I still don't think it's the whole community. There's still a big portion of people I watch and see, and it's one of those things where people voted, and it's not Brian's fault. I don't know what he could have done much different. I think that people just don't like certain people, and they just don't fuck with them. So you can't have a channel do a review on a whole community because not everybody is gonna like whatever that channel is. So who the fuck can we get to do this? You kind of, and I think you put together a team. I don't have all the fucking answers. I'm just talking about the people that ended up getting in it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not blaming the system. I'm not saying because I don't want to hear all that shit later. I'm just saying from outside looking in, it looks like some shit happened. So my last video, I deleted it, and hopefully I can keep it up. Haven't got no content out in a while. Turn this down a little bit. So the comic community, yo, 90, that's what you meant by, yo, Bueller, Chad, I'm good, yes. Maybe he's in 3 months now, and his little man is getting big, sweet. Steven Spot, Evil's Comics, your hands are in shoe, a shoe in. Your hands are a shoe in, okay? Yeah, so, uh, congratulations to fucking Community Awards today. To all the contestants and all the fucking prize winners and all that shit. Hey, I'm happy for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it. Um, Look, maybe it's because where I'm at, maybe I'm just a whiny asshole, or I might not be the happiest fucking person. But a lot of phonies. There's a lot of pretending to be your friends and stabbing you in the back shit. A lot of just wanting motherfuckers to fail and shit like that. That's a lot of that shit's going on, bro. And I'm just talking about it. So fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And push your team, push the people you think's awesome. That's cool. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll get you somewhere. It probably won't. But I've learned to just fucking appreciate what you got in front of you. Deal with people directly. Don't take it. that conversation is being completely genuine because I just don't want people to open up to people and expose who they really are and then get shit on. So just be careful, speak your mind. Don't be so trusting, shit like that. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because you'd be surprised how many people you think are your fucking close buddies and shit that wouldn't be upset if you weren't around. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a real conversation you get here with your buddy. If anybody in the chat wants to say anything about what I'm talking about, what do y'all think about these fucking communities? Is everybody good? Is everything so good? Everything's so sweet? Everybody's super happy? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't think so. Am I crazy? Am I just complaining too much? Probably. Probably. Like I'll see motherfuckers talk to Bueller and be like, Bueller's a nice guy, and then, if I was to get in a bus and go out and maybe I'd get the same kind of treatment. It's just kind of condescending and like, do you really care? You know what I'm saying? Or are you just really like some dickweed that wants to sound like you care because you don't want everybody to know you're a hater like that or some shit? A lot of haters out there. There's also some good people. There's some good people, and I've been fortunate enough. I actually have a few people I talk to, and that's about it. And I am blessed that you guys accept me and let me come in and all this stuff. And you know, I do streams with people that do YouTube and like comics, and most of the channels are good collectors in my mind and are doing the same kind of stuff I like to do. But a lot of them just ain't, and they just don't like the same kind of shit I like. So it's hard for me to fucking be able to adapt to that kind of shit. I was watching DJ Links, and they was talking about flippers, and there was one little piece. I asked him, "Is it more acceptable to sell new books or old books?" And I was like, I feel like if you're selling new book 9.8 wet ink books, and that's your main income is getting these books that came out or are coming out and these exclusives and shit, it's a little fucking cringy. It's a little fucking weird. I mean, it's exciting when it's your own stuff and shit like that. I'm talking about like these ratios and weird things and shit like that. You're able to take advantage of being able to get diamond shipping or whatever. Now, it's a little more wholesome whenever a guy goes out and gets dollar books, quarter books out of the long box and sells books that have been of value for 10 to 15 years. I feel like it's a little more wholesome. But at the end of the day, you're just making money, right? It's just that it feels like a because most of those books are not going to stay valuable, and it feels kind of grimy to me. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's some comments. Let's see. We got Comic Journey. He's always got some good comments. So Bueller should have been nominated for the most sophisticated palette award. Nobody knows coffee like Bueller. Yeah, that would be a great award. We got Who Dat. What a big Who Dat. If everyone wants to talk about the rewards, I'll be doing a reaction stream tonight after the show is over. Okay. Yeah, sweet. I'll send you a link. All right. Talking to Mike. I think Evil and Journey knows the guys a lot better than I do. I don't know. I got about 45 minutes to half hour or an hour, and I'm going to drop a link. So if anybody wants to come in and talk about these words or your experiences, have you ever been burned by somebody you think would be a good buddy of yours in the community? Um, has that ever happened to you? Am I crazy for thinking not everybody's your friend? I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Uh, Now, being your friend, does that mean they're going to do anything extra for you? Or cool? No. They could just be cool, you know? So that's my topics for today, etc. What do we got for etc.? I think that the price, the bubble, the comic book bubble topic is an interesting one. Whenever people say the bubble popped and all that shit, is that something you believe? I don't know that. I don't know the bubble pop. People are moving from silver to golden age because prices don't fluctuate as quickly. You almost have to have a major silver age key to not have to worry about the price fluctuating hard on it. Could you imagine if you were like a modern collector and all you collected was James Tinian or indies and people push these fucking new books because they're great stories. They're they're just as much a story as something I can read on my tablet. I feel like indies are good for reading on the internet. Like having a single issue of one of these indies is not. It's okay and it's fun when you first start, but I got too many of them as it is. I don't need any new ones, and I'm here to get these major blue chip books I can get. That's what I'm trying to do, and I'm gonna keep working at it and plucking at it, and maybe I'll get a first store, maybe I'll get a first call, maybe I'll get a first. You know what I'm saying? Something cool. It's gonna take a while, but when I first started it, believe it or not, I didn't have shit. So to get where I'm at now, I've only been seriously collecting keys for 2 to 3 years, and I'm at where I'm at now, and I feel like I'm in the alpha state of being able to get to a big book. So, am I going to? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to or not. I kind of like these medium keys. You're more welcome to join us tonight, Biggie. All right, I appreciate that. Not crazy, but haven't had that experience yet. Okay, I haven't had it a lot either. I've had it like once or twice. I've noticed that something I'll say, I'll have an idea or bring something up, and it just won't work out or something. And I'll get a backlash quick. I just don't think. I don't know if that's genuinely. Now, is it okay to be a friend with somebody that isn't as friendly to you? It is if you really admire what they do. You know what I'm saying? If you are a fan of theirs and you admire them, and if they spend any time with you, that should be a bonus for you. You know what I'm saying? So people I fuck with are people that I fucking admire and I think are smart, and I feel like are able to give me good advice. Now, would I fuck with anybody that I don't? Sure. I like having fun and kicking back with people and enjoying time or whatever, but I don't have a lot of time for bullshit. So when I see a bunch of dick sucking circles and a bunch of if one person says something bad and everybody does shit, then I kind of lose it. And we talked about community. We talked about the awards. I was trying to say why I don't think the awards are sufficient for me is that I think that I think that a lot of people involved in it think that that is the whole community, and this is like the all intel and shit. Like you were saying the other day, Journey. You were saying Tyler is the Joker, the class clown of the community. You would probably believe that. A lot of guys I know don't even know who he is. So, a lot of people ain't here for that. They're here for other shit and don't know. So to a small, I could see how you would think that might be the overall opinion of everybody, but it's to me, it's not because he's a funny guy, and I could see why people would think that. But I don't know who I would classify as the clown or the community. I couldn't give that to just one person. I don't think there's a lot of people that make me laugh. But I think the funniest person in the community is fucking Bert. Bert Fam, at a drop of a hat, does funnier shit than 90% of people that try to do it. And for me, that's funny because he's not trying to be funny a lot of the time. It's just natural. He's just a funny dude. So here we go. Mueller knows what time it is. So a lot of people out there have a lot of phony people out there and have their own agendas. But that being said, I have made some best friends in my life in YouTube community that outweighs that. It generally does. It does. But after being here long enough, you get worn and you understand it more because when you're first here, it's all infatuation. When you first get here, it's like meeting your first crush. It's like puppy love, and everything's they're the best, and this is the best, and that. After a while, it wears on you. That's why you see a lot of channels leaving after a year or two and shit like that. It's also people leave because people figure them out. It's like if you're just a naturally shitty, got a bad personality person, and you stream, people will fucking see it eventually. You know what I'm saying? And it won't be so fun. It won't be so fun. So, see, Fat, good to see you. Hey, Fap, I dropped the link if you want to get in. Jacob, good to see you. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. Journey, what's this say? Journey doesn't do dick sucking. I do invite plenty of douches to suck in my ass, though. Oh, nice. So that's what I got to share for y'all today, man. That seems to be one of the popular things right now is people are just it's the popular opinion stands. Nobody has an individual thought. People need to start thinking for themselves. Um, be leery of people that um, just ain't looking out for your best intentions. Next year I'm going to work on my self confidence and uh, my mental health. That's my goal, and my physical health, and spending more time doing positive things to help myself out. That's what I got to do for myself. I don't know what I can tell y'all to do. Y'all do what you want, but for me, I need to work on my trust issues and fucking abandonment issues and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my own problems. So part of that is recognizing and not fucking falling for like phony ass and not following the shit. Like I don't want to follow if people are like they don't have a fucking thought in their mind. They're not going to back you or support you whenever whoever dickweed is says that you're wrong. That's the shit that gets to me. It's like if we're all buddies here and we're all friends, then if one person is right, they should be right. You know what I'm saying? But in this fucking world we live in, it's if you think that something isn't what this person says, then you're fucking wrong. That's not how shit works. That's not how you fucking get good results. You just get a bunch of mindless, cock guzzling, fucking phony baloney fuckers. I can't do it, bro. Like that's what drives me away from shit. Like don't act like you know everything. You don't. Nobody knows everything, bro. Nobody knows everything. Not everything is fucking black and white, bro. There's a lot of gray. You know what I'm saying? So People probably think I'm crazy as fuck, but I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I do these videos so whenever I'm driving down the street, I can pop my earbud in and listen to myself because I want good sounding sound bites. I want good opinions and ideas, and I want to say shit other people ain't saying because they're too fucking pussy. That's what I want, and I can't get that shit nowhere else. So I fucking do it for myself. If anybody likes it, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to start caring. Never did fucking care. Uh, a lot of things. I like Transformer toys. Not everybody collects those. They collect pops. Do I think people collect pops or dickweeds? More than likely. They're pretty. It's pretty fucking stupid toy. I feel like Transformers is the superior toy. Is everybody doing that? No, no. That's fine. That's fucking fine. That's what makes me an individual. That's what makes me an individual. Do I like this modern rap bullshit? No, I don't. Do I like some of the beats? Producers are fucking great. There's some great produced music. That's why you usually hear me listening to instrumentals. Because instrumentals are fucking still good. It's still music. But for me, Biggie was the end all tell all. Like when I hear him rap, bro, it's better than everything still. And it's always going to be. And people still don't pick up on the rhythmic, the variations of rhyming he does. I saw a Vice clip where they were comparing him, and then they were saying that Andre 3000 was using a higher level of flow. They really don't know what they're fucking even adding up. They don't even see the G skip over it. They show one Andre 3000 song where he uses the same syllable and rhymes the same way for 50 times or something. Biggie would do that. He would make three rhymes out one word and rap three different words to one, and he kept the system going the whole way through crazy shit, bro. So maybe I don't think they'll ever figure it out. I don't think they'll ever understand how genius and lyrical my boy was. I don't know if they can or not. But I I I pick up on shit. I see it. Music is a beautiful thing. I love music. I love just even just a small soundbite. You could just hear a clip of something, it can react and make your body feel good. It's like endorphins and shit. So that's what I get into. Memes, clips, sound bites. Because our attention span's this big. This big. I want something to sound cool. You get something to sound cool, look cool, and it's cool, you got something. You know what I'm saying? So see here. See that. All right, so there's all sorts of interesting things to be said about these project nerds are excited about for a lot of these channels. It seems, and it was it was garbage. All kinds of things said about project nerds are excited about. Yeah, it's more entertaining to talk about the potential of something than actually seeing it. That's why all these books are worth more money until the fucking movie comes out. Once the movie comes out, they tank. Well, that's really good. But usually it's more, and then even after the movie, we criticize it and say what we would have done to make it better. It's funner to do that than to actually watch the fucking movie. I feel like, and the money backs that support. The money backs that opinion. Um, Usually, if I see a book and it's made in the last 20 years and I can get my hands on it, I flip it as soon as I can. Because if you wait, they just go down. You can't wait till the day it comes out because it's going to go down in value. So you might as well, there's the gap in between there, you got to do it. I mean, you can keep them. Once a book's hot one time, it's still better than a book that's never been, to me. So even though it goes down in value, it still has that notoriety of it was hot at one point. So you got that going for you. All right, let's get some more beats going. yeah. So talked about a lot of stuff. Uh, the comic book community fucking awards is too small. That's why you see the same channels getting fucking put in the same shits over and over, and adding a multi-thousand channel to it. That's not impressive to me, and it's never going to be impressive to me because I don't know if you could fucking do it. If one channel does this, even if they got 20 of their boys, you got to go outside your box. Get some people on the fucking judging panel that don't fuck with y'all. Y'all got a bunch of people that do fuck with y'all. Y'all got a lot of people that do fuck with y'all, so you got a lot of people that do fuck with y'all in it. That's the fucking thing, bro. Get some people that don't fuck with y'all that are in the community, and then see what fucking happens. But people would have to like you and shit. I'm not saying people don't like you. People don't like me. I'm saying people don't like everybody. There's no channel that has 100% of the community, bro. There's fucking so many groups and fucking parts and pieces and shit. It's impossible, bro. I couldn't even think of a channel that could do as good of a job as Brian tried. Brian did so many good things with this, and he's getting better. And I'm proud of him, and I like the guy. I think he's good. Just I'm saying, if I detach his name from it and the person he is and everything, I don't know him that well. I can't say he's the greatest person in the world, but I do think the shit that he's had and the idea is smart. It's fucking smart. It's great, and for what it is, it's going to be fun, and everybody should enjoy it, and celebrate whoever wins. Congratulations, you are the most popular out of y'all's people that know you fucking lose. That's all I can say. I haven't thought about this more than a few days. I haven't thought about this for more than a few days. I used to think I could do like little opinions and awards and shit, and you can for yourself. Yeah, I used to do the greatest collectors in the community awards, all that stuff, bro. And I just kind of quit because I realized I don't fuck with everybody. Everybody don't fuck with me, bro. Not everybody's going. Just because you like comic books and you got a YouTube channel, don't mean everybody knows or who you are or anything. They don't, bro. There's people that fucking say hi to me in chats that ain't watched my shit for more than 5 minutes, bro. And probably don't even want me to be posting streams. There's people that I know and fuck with I've been on their channel that barely fuck with me, bro. Facts. There's no way around it. There's no way around it, bro. And I'm not saying they should. I could be boring. I could be fucking not what they like, and that's cool. That's fine. It's just that don't fall for people trying to persuade you. Don't let people make your mind up for you. Just because somebody you know and fucks with says a book's shitty, don't just believe it. Don't just believe it. Somebody says this is good spec, don't just believe it. That's what got me my books, bro. I didn't give a fuck what anybody said. I got the shit I wanted. This is the shit I want. And I got it not because someone fucking told me to. I got it because I believe it's important. I got shit I feel like it's important. I didn't get shit I thought someone else thought was important last week and is already talking about the book coming out the week after. That shit is silly as fuck to me, bro. That's the silliest shit I've ever seen. What's that leave you with? A bunch of week old books that are cheaper than cover price when you got them. You might look up and get a couple that are worth 10 or 20 bucks, but 90% of them are going to be dollar books if you're lucky. You know how many good books I can get for $1? I can get crazy shit for $1. I can get fucking silver DC if I play my cards right. Like I don't have $1 for that bullshit, bro. I don't have $1. Beckerman, no good comics, Carlito Classico. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all commenting, saying what's up in the chat. Here's another thing, man. Uh, I was on the hunt last night. Had a fantastic job. I got in a little spiff, a little fight during the show, and that shit happens every now and then. It probably wasn't anybody's fault. It's just that I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you deal with crazy people. So, uh, I'll have fucking people tell me after the show how they feel about how the show is and what's going on and how people are being treated, whatever. And my thing is if you're fucking watching, you're a fan, and you know it, say something in the chat. Leave a fucking comment. Let us know. Because if you're not, what's the fucking point in even fucking popping up? That's the last thing I do is fucking lurk and listen. Those motherfuckers that are lurking and listening, dog, those are the ones. Those are the ones I'm trying to warn y'all about. They're there to hope you slip up. They're in there to see how small amount of fucking viewers you got watching. They're judging themselves compared to you. They want to see if you're doing as good as them or worse. All right, I'm just telling y'all, bro. That's they're out there. They're out there, dog. Don't believe they're not. Don't believe they're not. 90. Lurking is 90. You're too busy to be lurking, bro. My boy 90 ain't. He's original NWO. There ain't many NWO. There's a fucking reason. It's because ain't no room for bullshit. 90 has his own opinion. 84 has his own opinion. Doc has his own opinion. D-Runk has his own opinion. Hialeah has his own opinion. I'm not saying other people ain't like that, but they'll tell me I'm wrong in a second. That's why I like them. I trust what's in front of me at face market value. I don't trust what you fucking do when you're not in front of me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that. When somebody will come to you and tell you you fucked up or they don't agree with this, that's the type of person that should be you keep close to you. But they still love you. They ain't just bashing you to do it. They're doing it to try to teach you something. You know what I'm saying? Now the ones that are like coddling you and telling you everything's right and shit, those motherfuckers may not be there for your best intentions because they're just there because you're the fucking person they think will help them get more whatever they want. They want what you got. That's why they're coddling you. That's why they agree with everything you're saying. Is because they see what you have, the charisma and all that shit, and then they want that, bro. That's why they coddle you. When somebody ain't coddling you and actually has a real opinion and shit, they don't fucking care what you got. They don't fucking care if they can get where you're at. They don't. You know what I'm saying? So, well, Big Remo, Zach B, what big books are you picking up now? Zach, bro, my last book was uh, FF6, Second Doctor Doom, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to get a lot of the books I think would be good spec books before this spec. I got books that will be spec books later and will keep being spec books. So that's the best thing about getting major keys. So this isn't really a major key, but it's just the next book for me on my shit is First Inhumans. I want to get a First Inhumans. I think it's FF47. Everything for me right now is focused on FF. Doom Surfer, fucking Subby, Reed thing, all that shit. But right, Inhumans is a C class fucking thing. But for me, just for the history of it all and for my way of collecting, I feel like it's super important. It's more important than the money value that shows us. It is because I feel like Doom is the biggest bad, and when you talk about Doom, you have to talk about fucking further down the road in FF. It's Galactus and goddamn Inhuman stuff, and it's all intertwined. that is the core of our MCU is FF1 to like 100. FF1 to 100 is the most important shit that happened in the history of fucking. It just is. Like ASM is important and shit or whatever. I don't know, but for like movie content and shit, I feel like that is the richest, strongest fucking story shit. So, we got a new panel member. We got Big Who Dat T. What's up, Big Who Dat?
What's up? What's up?
Chilling, man. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, I saw it I was watching on my phone, so I just said, I'll get on the computer. I'm just packing stuff up.
Oh, sweet. Did you just some stuff you sold recently or something?
Yeah. I sold some stuff. Elite Comics 11 did a live sale. So sold some stuff. Trying to move some books to make room in the house while I got other books coming in from CGC. So
yeah. Nice. I got to hang out with Who Dat a minute last night. We was having a pretty good conversation after the hunt about he was talking about all of the fucking theories of the next movies coming in and the way things could work out and stuff. And, I was telling the chat the video is my main like bullet point for this one is that a lot of people follow popular opinion. So you could have a group of 5 to 20 people tell you something's good, then a bunch of the census is just going to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
You
always got to judge something for yourself, no matter what you're watching, TV shows or movies. You got to watch for yourself, because my favorite line that I like to say now is what do I want to say? Movies and television are subjective, meaning that Biggie might love something and I dislike something, right. Vice versa, or he might love some of the movie and I love all the movie. So everything we watch is subjective because every person is different and nobody's the same. Even family members, you can go with your wife, old lady, boyfriend, whoever, husband. When you go to something, y'all might disagree on how y'all like a certain thing, and y'all are together like 24/7. So it's like, you never know. That's why you can't really talk about people if they don't like something. All you can do is have a discussion, tell them what you like, tell them what you didn't like, tell them what worked with you, and tell them what didn't work with you. Maybe because at the end of the day, we all want good. We want good stuff to keep this movie train going.
Yeah. I feel like the comic book awards is a good, fun, positive thing, and I'm just giving my opinion from outside the bubble, and it's just, to me, it's like the reason you have certain channels popping up for multiple awards is because the census that awards brought up are a bunch of the same people that watch these certain channels. And for me, generally, like, I don't know that that's the whole fucking community because, like, I'm sure Who Dat knows, like I do, not everybody just watches or knows even enough about that to jump into it. Like there's a bunch.
They don't, because Biggie probably would agree with me, and a lot of chat who's actually been on this show would agree with me. The Tony Sanders Hunt show should have won an award whenever, by now. Let's be honest. I mean, he's a smaller channel that gets over 1,000 views on a show that's gotten replicated through other shows. Let's be honest, they got other shows on IG, YouTube that kind of replicate it and do it a little different, but it's the same damn show. And I'm not saying that because I'm on the show, I'm part of the show, but it's a good show. It's a fun show. We've had community members from all over different channels, big channels, small, so I don't think, like you said, not everybody knows about it. And then because if everybody knew about it, I think they would get a lot of votes for, that type
during
of
the
show.
live episode. Yeah. We get about 20 to 40 people on a good night. But like
Mhm.
that was saying, the replay value's there because I see some of his videos getting 2,000 views, and I do get comments from people I don't see in the live chat talking to me. I brought that up. Like, I know people watch
Mhm.
on the rewatch and things, but if you're in the chat, we will have 20 people in the chat who that and only get 6 votes, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It has great rewatchability, but I mean, it should get something recognition for a live show because it's not scripted. A lot of stuff is scripted. It's not a scripted. The only thing that's scripted about our show is who's going in what order. Uh, that's the only thing that's pretty much scripted. Everything,
We're doing
everybody shoot.
we're doing shit on that show, who that, bro, that I don't think people can pick up because we can't just tell y'all what we're doing.
Mhm.
But we're working with like these gimmicks and these plots and shit that take like a half a year to even get to the ending from the beginning. It's pretty deep. So
Yeah, yeah, and everybody, it all depends on everybody's time and everybody's how
that's
busy
true.
everybody is. So it's like that makes it even better because that extends the little storyline. So it overall it's and then it's a welcoming show. You know, Tony has said many times, we have all said many times, if you want to come on and have some fun, just message one of us who are on the show all the time. We'll get you on there.
Yeah.
Not many shows are welcoming and as much as that.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most obvious just because, and if you're going to have a category about contests or anything, it was the fucking first. There wasn't one. There
Mm-hmm.
wasn't one, bro. And that's just because we've been watching this shit for before that happened and there was nothing like it. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. It's not because it fits into that thing like certain certain parts ain't going to know about certain parts. I'm sure some of them probably knew, but it was just more uh, a popular opinion to get the people they know better. And that's the shit that bothers me. Like if we're all friends, then we should all be friends. But if we're only fucking friends to people we know that actually look out for us and shit, then you're on some biased bullshit. Like that's how I feel. Like fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't follow the award things. I don't even know who does them. I know at one point it was CBA, I think, was doing it. I don't know if he still is doing it. Um, Comic Book of Steve.
Okay,
Uh,
I think it was like a group of people. I was hoping some like maybe Evil or Journey might hop in because they know the guys a little better. But the
well,
last
I
I
know,
heard,
I know. It used to be back in the day. This is years ago. I say years ago because COVID's been around for 3 years. So you're talking like before 3 years ago. I think Comic Book of Steve was doing it. Oh, he did the very first one.
okay,
Um, I think, but I don't know who does it now. I really don't follow all that stuff because
yeah,
it doesn't get everybody involved. If that makes any sense, it doesn't get everybody involved,
it
and
is.
you can't say
Yeah, no,
no.
and it's not their fault because I mean he can only do so much, and I feel like
Mhm.
his technique is good, but whenever people go around like uh this is definitely the answer, or this is definitely the people that fit
Mhm.
this category. That's just it don't work for me because I know better and I've been around to see. There's sellers, there's people that do speculation, FOC.
Mhm.
There's people just like me and Hudat that just share our collection and do other things too and shit like that. So there's a lot of these channels that come here and are just using these books to get attention from viewers and they don't even really give a fuck about what books they have. Like they just want whatever's going to make the crowd pop the most. So it's a lot of new stuff and it's a lot of speculation and shit. But that's the kind of shit that distracts me. But it's still out there. There's still good channels that do that kind of stuff. So I just miss it.
Yeah, I mean, uh, I don't really watch too much speculation shows, unless it's like somebody that we know, we're really cool with, like Biggie knows on like that out just doing a show, and I might say hello. But I really don't watch all those shows because I follow the method, and I've said it many of times, and I'll say it till they stop doing the movies. I follow that. I follow the spec that is not a spec. like Marvel and DC leave a map of what's gonna happen date wise, and why would I follow something I have no idea about compared to something I have a perfect idea about? Like we knew what's his name? We knew Warlock was coming. We knew that was
Right.
coming for like the last couple of years. Why would I spec on a character that we have no idea about when I know this character is going to be around for at least another 5 years or more?
Yeah,
So
and he plays a intricate, he should have been in from the fucking beginning of Infinity Gauntlet, and we've missed out on him all this time, and now we're going to get to Guardians of the Galaxy. So
I think they're gonna play, since he was missed out in Infinity War, Infinity Saga type thing. I think he might play a significant role in Secret Wars.
Secret Wars is going to be crazy.
So,
what do you think about the shit I was saying about people like to talk about what the movie could be or what could have been more than actually watching it? You think?
I don't like that, man. Like, cause you know what that does to people, and it does it to. I include myself in this comment, but what it does is people have a speculation of a movie, and then when they go see it, their expectations are so high. They're like, oh, I didn't like it. And you're like, well, nobody told you to think X, Y, and Z was, you know what I mean? Like, just go see it and try to enjoy the movie. Like, that's all. That's a movie's supposed to be entertaining. It's not supposed to be. And we as comic book people, fans, this is what we have to do. Stop doing it. And people talk about it every week. Oh man, they didn't do it like I want it to be done. Oh, they didn't do it like
yes.
If you'd have did it like this, it would have been great. Guess what? We don't even make 1% of the fans of these movies. We don't.
That's a great point.
So we need to stop thinking that we're high and mighty above everybody.
We're lucky if we get a splice of canon in a movie.
Yes.
We shouldn't be. Yeah.
That's why I was thrilled when they used so much of comic book related stuff for Black Panther. It was amazing. It was amazing, dude. Like, cause certain scenes you're like, that was in the comics. That was in the comic. That was
okay.
You're like, and when people are complaining about, oh, it was too long. It was this, that, and that. I was like, you can't please anybody. Honestly, can't please everybody.
I tell you what's interesting about Who Dat, man, is first of all, you got a fucking fantastic collection, bro. Like, people don't. It's easier for me to know the books he has because I've known him for a while, but I don't think a lot of people quite understand some of the books that
I don't show them often on my channel, and you guys even said it on the hunt. Like, never pull out these books.
But the two things, like I was talking about being an individual and people being different and not saying what's popular opinion. Okay, so the two things that I feel like Who Dat's collection is specifically, like, he's pretty fucking smart at, is one is women superheroes, and then two is Black culture and comic books. And my friend Shockwave Nostalgia loves that kind of shit. He loves like African American stuff and all that stuff, and I dabble and I love it too. But fucking you know your shit really well, and even fucking people that are like pretty lady cover guys don't know that you know about certain shit just because you know almost all the first appearances of Beign.
Yeah. That's you kind of. I got to a point. Collecting. I feel it almost feel like an interview, but I got to a point collecting. It was like funny. I was getting this is way when we first started doing the hunt like it is. Like, so you're talking about like what 4 years ago. I was like, man, I'm buying everything. You know what I mean? And so and I started looking at certain things, what means more to me. And certain books didn't mean as much to me. So I started focusing on the stuff that means a lot to me. I have a child. What would be cool to collect with my child? Oh, since she's a girl, female first appearances, or female keys, or stuff like that. So I was like, that would be fun to collect. And they're undervalued. Like, people talk about DC books that are undervalued. They're undervalued.
They are.
because a lot of people didn't buy them back, and when people bought them, they didn't keep them, and a lot of people didn't buy them. And a lot of the good female first appearances are like Silver Age books or maybe early Bronze. So it's like, or even some Golden Age stuff. So it's like, I said that would be cool to collect. And then I started, doing stuff for myself. I said, I want African American characters are characters of color. I kind of broadened my thought on collecting that, and I said, well, let me do people of color, and I started kind of gradually doing that because those books are actually the female first appearances or female keys are way more easy to obtain than the like characters of color first appearances of keys because some of those are male. So it's been but and then that's what I've been doing too with Evil Sand. I've been dabbling in DC because it is undervalued and they have some cool DC keys. Now I'm not gonna go heavy into DC collecting, but it's cool to collect some DC books, like First Swamp Thing or maybe the Brainiac, like you had like a few. Like I would like to get those books. I'm not in a rush to get them. I gotta, I'm doing like you when I'm looking for the right book for the right price. I'm not just gonna, but Nubia. Oh yeah, I have the Nubia book. I want to get a higher grade of Nubia.
I can't think of a girl book besides Golden Age shit that you haven't had or have. So
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of Golden Age I don't. Well, I can tell you a few, and it's like and this book got a little pricey. I don't have the first appearance of Poison Ivy. I would love to get that, but it's
stupid expensive, bro. Yeah, I got a fucking 0.5. It was cheap when I got it, but even 0.5 is expensive.
Yeah, when you got yours, they were cheap, but now they're stupid expensive, even for a mid-grade.
That Nubia is a great book. Yeah,
but the Nubia one is actually to me better than the Poison Ivy, and that's my opinion.
I think so too.
And the cover's better.
It is
because they got on the Poison Ivy, you got the Batman and Robin.
I'd rather have that book than the fucking. I would than the Ivy, bro. I'd probably trade for it. Good.
But I'm still trying to get it, but it's too pricey right now, and I don't know why it's so pricey because that's like one of the few DC books that have.
Well, you did get the fucking first Supergirl. That's a pain in the ass to get, and not a lot of fucking people have that, bro.
That one to me is undervalued too. When you look at it, when year it came out, and compared to the price, like it came out in 1959. I didn't even know that until I saw it on the slab. I didn't really pay attention to what year it came out.
Yeah, it's old. Damn, 59. Yeah,
it came out in 1959. That's what the slab said when I got it.
It's only 10 issues newer than mine. I got a 242. That's a 252. So yeah, they're old as fuck.
Yeah, those action comics and those detective comics, like that run has started so early. And, even when you get to those 200s, it's still Mr. Freeze is another one. Cali Comics is talking about. Mr. Freeze is another good one. That one's kind of been creeping up there like the Poison Ivy. But yeah, what I've noticed with the DC keys, you gotta be very selective and get what's not hot in DC because the stuff that is hot in DC will eventually drop that back down. That's what I've noticed. So like Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy are kind of expensive and hot.
Scarecrow, Penguin.
I'm gonna wait on those. The Scarecrow's cheap. The first Silver Age Scarecrow is very cheap. Like you can get like a 6.0. Literally, somebody was selling a 6.0 on the auction on the sale for like $500. Oh, no, under $500. The $500 for 6.0 with good page quality because those DC keys they normally have cream pages. It was like off-white to white pages.
I need to finish out my Silver Age solos too. I need to get Captain Marvel and Thor because I already got most of them. I got like Cap, Subby.
Captain Marvel is very affordable too. Captain Marvel, like you can knock that out in probably a year just because it's the most expensive Captain Marvel book is the Carol Danvers first appearance, and that one's not even expensive. You would think it would be like $1,000 book, but like literally you can get her first appearance for under $100.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up. I only wanted to go for a little bit. I appreciate you hopping in, Hudat, for a minute.
No problem, man. This is always fun. This is let people know this is always fun to just talk. There's no really agenda on these type of shows. Just to let people know. And
Yeah.
you kind of, it's, to me, it's like the best way to get to know people in the community when if you just hop on and chit chat. You don't even have to show your face. You don't even have to show your face. Because back in the day,
I
people
really
used to
didn't.
come on. People used to come back on the day and just talk and
Yeah.
didn't show their face. So
No, yeah, you're right. There for a long time, a lot of personalities. Look at Metarog. Fuck, years he didn't show his face.
yeah,
A
so
lot of people
it's
were like
always
that.
great. Yeah, always great, man. I appreciate it, Biggie, man.
Yeah, man.
Anytime you see us on something, man, let's definitely come check out and hang out with us. That's all I'm gonna say on my end. So I'll let him close it out. Appreciate it, everybody.
Sure. I did learn something about Superman and Batman 1 before we go. It was so Batman 1 I feel like should be worth more than Superman because it's the first Catwoman, first Penguin, whatever. It's a bunch of real first appearances. But the fucking thing with Superman 1 is the best part is that it's the first superhero solo story ever, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's the first time a superhero got to have their ongoing. So that's kind of interesting, but I still feel like Batman.
Batman does try. If I had to pick, like say the Superman one was a 5-0, but I had the opportunity to get a Batman number one at a 3-0. I'm gonna take the Batman number one at a 3-0 just because, like you said, it's the first Joker, the first Catwoman. Dude, that's like that's.
Oh no, you're right. Penguin is in the Golden Age. You're right.
Yeah, it's first. Yeah, first Catwoman, first Joker. Those are like two. Joker's number one for Batman.
It's number one DC, bro. He's maybe all time.
And then Catwoman is probably in the top 5. That was in my top 5. It's definitely Catwoman's definitely in my top 5 for Batman, but it's definitely number one female person for Batman. So it's like you got two number ones. You got the number one male villain, and you got the number one kind of anti-female hero, whatever you want to call it, for Batman in one book. That's big, dude. That is big.
I mean, you got the biggest bad ever in a lot of people's mind too. That's my favorite part of it.
Yeah, like if I have that, if I ever get the opportunity, something I win the lottery or something, I'd probably I'd go after a Batman 1 before I even go after
There's a bunch of techs that are worth more than Batman 1, but I feel like just because it's Joker, it should catch up to a lot of them. I don't know, man.
I don't think people realize it until they read the text. Until they read the text and say, "Oh, that's the first Joker and Catwoman." Like, yes, that's more important than the tech. The with the Batman in the background.
Yeah, like Tech 31. That's more expensive. Yeah,
that's just a cover book. That's no significance. Just a cover book. I would
fourth
never
or fifth Batman or something. Now the only tech that I feel maybe the second one, but the one with Robin, that's a good one.
Yeah, I would probably say Tech 27, his second appearance, the first Robin, and then Batman 1 is my opinion.
Yeah, top 5.
That's how I would do top 5. And you can switch them up, but that's my top one. Batman 1. You could actually put Batman 1 as the second best one if you wanted to. I wouldn't even argue that.
No,
I wouldn't even argue that because of the Joker and stuff. So.
All right, boys. We'll catch y'all later, man. We were saying earlier, the hunt was last night. Go check it out, and I'll catch y'all on the Collectors Club. Peace. So